Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for another unboxing, and today we will be unboxing the AEW Unrivaled Luchasaurus figure. As I had previously discussed in the video and audio versions of the podcast, I've got quite a few figures to unbox today, so we're going to start off with the Luchasaurus figure. I'm not going to cram all into one video because if you ever upload videos to YouTube, you know that the longer it is, that more of a pain in the ass is to upload. So I'm going to start with Luchasaurus, and then of course look forward to Jungle Boy, as well as some more DC Multiverse to be unboxed later today as well. So let's get started by first checking out the package on this bad boy. Man, that light is kind of killing me. I'm trying new lighting, so excuse me for the reflections. But man, this figure looks awesome. I mean, in the package, it's very toyetic. The colors on this thing really pop. Nice little picture of Luchasaurus there. Got the set number there. Picture of Luchasaurus, and then of course on the back, got a nice little action shot of him, as well as the list of the other figures in the set, which includes SCU, Moxley, Hangman, Luchasaurus, and Jungle Boy. So let's go ahead and get him unboxed. See how awesome this bad boy is. The Jungle Boy is kind of weird. It's such a kind of a clash, I guess, in design when you put them right next to each other, because it's just, it's like, here's this big, bright, colorful guy, and here's this dude. I mean, you're wrong. Like, I'm not crapping on the Jungle Boy figure. It looks good, and it's going to be really awesome to put him with Luchasaurus, because, I mean, you know me. I'm probably going to put him in the display and put him on his shoulders, because if you're not doing it that way, what the hell are you doing? It's got to be that way. It's like, it's, you know, it's not right to do it other ways, in my personal opinion. Yeah, I mean, I could have bought the, you know, ringside exclusive one that's in the box, but this is not really a pair of figures I care to keep sealed. So these, I wanted to get the individuals, crack them open, and, you know, make it happen. I'd really hate to open that exclusive one because that's something, if I did have it, I would want to keep it sealed. But yeah, out of the package, look how big that figure is. But it looks great right away without even pulling it out. The colors are bright, very vibrant. They pop on this. The tattoo design looks really, really good. It does come with two different hands. The ones that are kind of open palm, and then you've got your closed hands right here. Green nails. There's a really cool little attention to detail there. And you also got kind of the tattoo work on the hands there as well. Well, let's go ahead and get him out. It looks like they put some plastic wrap around his midsection, I guess to protect it from getting any type of staining or anything from the belt that's on him. As you can see, that plastic wrap right there. I'm going to go ahead and pull that off real quick. So I think it's really cool that Jazzwares is going out of the way to put the, you know, plastic separators between the figure and the soft and rubber goods on them, just to prevent any possible issues with the staining of the plastic. And I think that's great. It's such a small thing, but honestly, if Rudegate taught us anything, that is that you got to do it, or else your figure's going to have black marks and crap all over them, and what good is it at that point? All right, so in hand, right off the back, it looks good. The attention to detail on the fraying on the boots looks awesome. The belt, I don't believe it comes off, which is kind of nice, because I was kind of afraid it would have clips on it. See why you'd want to take it off. But all of the paint deco for the tattoos looks really awesome. The face scan is great. I mean, look at that. It looks really, really good. I really like that face scan. Even on the back, all the tattoo hits back there. Very, very clean, bright colors, look great. I do like that the face has the tongue sticking out. I feel like if you didn't do that, you're kind of missing out. So I really do enjoy that they have that little touch to it. And I do love the gold trim on the mask. At least they gave them that version of the mask, not the plain green one. I was afraid they were going to go with that, which would have really bummed me out. I think having that gold trim on the mask really makes it stand out even more. So let's go ahead and check out the joints on this thing. Right away, the hips are pretty loose, surprisingly. Not really a super fan of that, especially if you want to ever plan to use them for fig photography and you want to have them standing up trying to do that, you know, tail whip kick. I don't know how well it's going to stand with that. I mean, it's kind of loose. It's not terrible, but it definitely could be better. It's got the rotation at the top of the thigh, which is really nice. It gives you a lot more options when if you're going to pose him for doing those lucha style moves. The knee joints, pretty solid. Again, what the hell's going on with these? Like, you see that? Like, I'm barely touching it. I mean, it's very loose. Had the similar problem with the Dustin from Unmatched and the Scorpio Sky. They just kind of feel like they got some rubber in the knees. The Darby, not like that at all, which, I mean, I know the Darby uses, I believe it uses the female mold for the legs. But yeah, that's so weird that it's both legs are like that. I don't know. Maybe that's intended to be that way, but it's a little bit weird in my book. I'm not a fan of that. Foot articulation is good. Full rotation, good back and forth. Not too loose. You can feel it clicking and everything, which is nice. But good rotation. The ankle joints and the foot joints are great. Good job there. I do love how it's just, you know, feet, essentially, rather than boots. I do enjoy that. That's really cool. Like I said, and man, I love the this kind of like the reptile skin paint hits on the tights there. That looks really cool. Pseudo, you know, Jake the Snake-esque. Yeah, let's go ahead and check out the arm joints. Okay, so far, really good. Tight enough. Elbows, double jointed, but they're right on point. Very good. Wrist turns, rotates very well. Good and good tightness to it, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and pop off one of these hands and see how the hand swaps do. Very good. And even the replacement hands move nice. So, no real problems there. That, a little loose and hard to like. I don't know if it's going to be able to really support the weight of another figure. If you're going to put them up on its shoulders, you know, for some kind of a, you know, finishing move pose or anything crazy like that. But you can also feel kind of the gentle clicks in it. So who knows, maybe it could support it. But yeah, all in all, not too terrible. But yeah, man, this figure looks great. I mean, holy cow. Let's, in fact, I'll put him next to the Darby. Just kind of, you know, the scale is good. I do appreciate that. But yeah, beautiful figure. I really like it. They did a great job with all the deco hits on it. All of the tattoos look awesome. And the face scan is a solid 10 out of 10 for me. Hands down, great face scan on this with the mask and the color they chose to go with. Even down to the small details of having a little bit of the green in the beard there. I really, really like that. So yeah, let's see how this guy stands real quick. Let me check that out. Okay, yeah, he stands pretty well. Not really any weight distribution issues, so that's good too. Yeah, man, I'm going to call this one a win. Can't give it a 10. Those knee joints, I don't think any figure, even if it's perfect, is going to get a 10. I couldn't even give Darby a 10, really. In fact, I don't think I gave Darby a 10. He's close, though. Between the value of the figure, all the accessories and everything, he's pretty close. But this one, man, this is definitely a 9 for sure for me. Beautiful figure, looks great. First figure, obviously, so, you know, cool to have that first time in the line kind of thing. And this is going to look awesome in the shelf. So, really, really excited to go ahead and add him. And you know what, while we're at it, we'll go ahead and do Jungle Boy. Let's see if we can get him open, check him out, and get him on the shoulders of Luchasaurus. So, there's Jungle Boy in the package. Jack Perry. You know, very basic look for Jungle Boy, which, I mean, at the end of the day, he does have a very basic look. Beautiful hair, though. There's the picture on the side. Nice little action shot there with him with Phoenix on the back. Very cool. Let's go ahead and crack him open. I was going to do a separate video for him, but I'm just going to go ahead and knock this all out at one time. Because I want to get that, you know, first impression of being able to put him on Luchasaurus' shoulders and see how that actually holds up. Because, you know, you can get it in that 2-pack where it's like that, but I'm kind of curious as to whether or not it'll actually do that pose very well out of the package. it's easy to have that pose inside of a package supported by all the plastic and stuff. But being able to have it outside the package and do that is a big deal, because if it doesn't support it, why the hell get the Jungle Boy unless you're just that big of a Jungle Boy fan? My son would probably lose his mind, my youngest son, not my oldest one. He'd probably lose his mind hearing me say that, because he is a huge Jungle Boy fan. I mean, massive. But at the same time, I don't think the figure is unique enough to really have to have it on its own. I feel like you have to have Luchasaurus with it to really complete the package. So he does come with 2 separate hands. Your normal, open grip hands. Nothing too special there. So there he is out of the package. Go look at that face scan. Not too terrible. Wish I can get a better shot of it. My zoom is not wanting to work worth the crap. But it's not terrible. The hair on it looks good, I will say that. Good job on the hair. Pretty spot on. I feel like maybe it should be a little bit lighter. It's kind of dark brown. So maybe a little bit of a lighter hair color would be good. Otherwise, it got little wristbands here, which does have like the stitching on it. So that's a nice little detail touch right there. The boots and the knee pads look really good. Definitely a unique style of knee pad. Kind of got that, weird gritting there. And of course the, boots with kind of the tassels on them and the fraying. That looks really good. Let's go ahead and see how he poses. Man, again with these damn knees though. Guys, I don't know what's going on with these knees. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. If it's supposed to be like that, that's kind of a big oof for me. I don't know. It's a small thing, and I know it probably sounds nitpicky, but to me it's very weird. It doesn't feel right, if that makes sense. Torso, great flexibility there, which is going to come in handy if you're trying to get him to do some kind of flips or anything, which he's notorious for. The arm rotation and movement, all the joints feel tight, which is very good. The knees, even despite that weird crap there, they're very tight, so that's good. Not too tight, but just tight enough that it'll support them if you're going to put them in a pose. Ankle joints, good rotation, good back and forth, very good there. And then let's go ahead and swap one of the hands. Make sure those are going to swap out. That's a little bit tight, but okay. Okay, so yeah, the hand's not too bad. A little tighter on these to get them out than the Luchasaurus, but all in all, not terrible. And on him, if you pull them off, pull the hands off, the wristbands come off. So that's a nice little touch too. I definitely like that. I'm not sure why you'd want to take the wristbands off, but who knows what the situation is. So yeah, all in all, the face scan's not bad. Because I wish the hair was just a little bit lighter. But besides that, the actual molding for the body looks good. All the joints very solid, very tight. The knee thing is a thing. I don't know, maybe one of these days I'll figure it out, or maybe that's just how it's supposed to be, and I'm just a psychopath. But let's go ahead and get the boy and his dinosaur together, and let's see how this thing will actually stand up. I'm not going to be able to, I guess, I'm going to try to stand on the table. Obviously, you aren't going to be able to see that in front of me, but I'll see if it'll stand up, and if it will, then I'll kind of hold it in front of the camera to kind of show you guys how it looks. Let's go ahead and get this. Because if I can get this thing to stand up in the D-top like this, I'm going to be extremely happy. All right, almost. Sorry, I know you're like, I'm waiting for the big moment. Okay, so standing with him on his shoulders, it's going to be a little difficult. Those hip joints are really becoming a problem for that, actually. As I'm trying to stand it, the left leg that had the looser hip joint keeps wanting to spread. But, okay, so there we go. He's on there. He's on there. He's safe. I'll pan down so you can see it. Just so you know that I'm not trying to blow smoke up your butt. I know that sounds weird, but you know what I mean. So let's go ahead and turn them around. There you go. It holds pretty good. Luckily, the flexibility in the arms, because of those double jointed elbows, really helps him reach around to hold the legs in place. But yeah, man, that looks awesome. Look how great that looks. That's going to look awesome in the D-top, just like that. So there's the answer to the age-old question. Will it stand up outside of the box if you buy the single figures? Yes, it will. Hopefully your Luchasaurus has slightly tighter hip joints than mine does. But yeah, it stands up, it holds, you know, and for me, that's a giant win. So don't think you have to buy the 1 and the 2-pack in order for them to function properly for a loose display, because if you buy the single individual figures, it definitely will. So guys, that's going to wrap up and do it for this video. Big thank you to Jazzwares for this awesome pair of figures. They didn't give these to me, obviously, but I'm very appreciative of the quality work that Jazzwares is putting out. Knee issues aside, I really do love the AEW line, both Unrivaled and Unmatched. I think they've been tremendous figures so far. So highly recommend these. And no, this is not me being an AEW shill. This is more me being a wrestling figure collector shill. These are just tremendous figures. Highly recommend them. So if you're on the fence about them, this Luchasaurus is beautiful. But having them together really completes the package. But guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for checking it out. Remember to follow me over on Instagram at CollectingRaj. Check out the TikTok also at CollectingRaj. And then remember to subscribe to this channel, leave a like, and leave a comment, and I'll be more than happy to respond to it. But guys, as always, thank you for checking it out, and have yourselves an awesome week.